Before I begin, I would like to start off by saying that this video tends to be extremely awkward and embarrassing for me. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that some of my closest friends don't even know about me. And if you know me IRL, well, if you're from the future, then please look away. Don't then try something else. With that being said, let's get started. Things I do that other adults probably never do. I toss and turn if I don't, or I sleep with a stuffed animal. On a personal level, this might not be super embarrassing, but why do I do this? This is the question. Well, let's just say I know that monsters don't exist. Sometimes I'll already be in my bed and I toss and tend to have to get a little terrified or something and find myself paranoid of falling into some kind of scary problem and then just having to put up with something like that. It makes me really uncomfortable, and I don't know why. It's not like there's some kind of monster that's been waiting for like 22 years for the one night that I sit still. It's not like that. I just I just don't like being without something just don't like being alone in my bed. Not to mention, I'm also extremely mortified of needles. Just really scared of them. I will always try to avoid looking at it, even while going through some kind of system where even while sewing. I think the reason why I'm scared of those things is because when I was a little kid, my mom always told me that going through with getting one would actually be like getting immune to a virus, which gonna want to call a little crazy on that. But I'm not gonna call crazy on that, especially if it's a booster. So when so whenever I would try to mind my business, I would have probably had a panic attack or hyperventilated. And that fear stayed with me as I got older. I remember some people having to be requiring to be held down because I was really every time because I was really scared. Still am, still scared. Oh yeah, I'm not kidding. I am still scared of needles. If I ever go through with getting a tattoo and suddenly I start hyperventilating, you'll know why. I get a little nervous about driving, even though, and this is because of what happened. I actually was a passenger when my fear of drive cars began. At the time I was 15 years old. So it was pretty crazy for me. I'm not kidding when I said it was scary. Sometimes, and I was at the point where driving a car would have probably been a little scary, even while having to, even with driving with my brother or my boyfriend. It's still scary. I am passionate about a lot of things. I enjoy making music and doing a lot of weird different things on my channel per se, which I thought was obvious. Like, I actually do a lot of things on things that you might be surprised. Like, I actually know how to make, like, I like to make dolls myself, considering I've been doing it since I was 17 years old. Well, and it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, this is actually, like, it's actually pretty funny. And some would have had no idea about what's going on, and I would have created a whole scenario where I would be so unhappy and just make stuff. Only very few people know that I do this kind of stuff. And I don't know what I'd tell someone if they saw me doing this kind of situation. But I guess everyone knows now.